Bad.
Star
Bad.
Blast.
It's bad. I was waiting for it.
Star Blast.
Just smells like cleaning fluid to me.
It's actually quite nice.
I had another one yesterday, and I got to admit, okay, maybe it's not as bad as I originally thought.
So
you
didn't have to throw that one out.
No, I didn't. I managed to get through it, but it took me like 2 hours. So I gritted my teeth. But it smells like cleaning fluid.
Yeah, but you've got a distinguished palate.
I do, a very distinguished.
Thursday Thunder.
Yes.
26th of August.
Mm-hmm.
This time next week, it'll be spring.
And it'll still be raining.
No, apparently the forecast is from tomorrow onwards, warming right up to like low 20s.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be a good change.
So spring.
Cool.
Spring is here. So is coronavirus.
Yep. Might just to go there again.
Well, here's to all our listeners and viewers in New South Wales and Sydney.
Yep.
I've got nothing for you.
Yeah.
Just
you can all
I don't
celebrate in 2 weeks because I'm 30. I've stolen away from coronavirus.
All right. Yes. Yeah. No. I don't know. Yeah. I know keep your chin up doesn't really cut it, but
Nah.
thinking about you.
Keep your mask on.
Yeah. All the shows got cancelled
All of them.
except ours.
Yes.
So
I got messages yesterday.
IFBB cancelled all their shows. WBFF cancelled their
Yep.
show. I can understand the WBFF doing it because
Yes.
it's a one-off. It's a national event.
Yep, of course.
So I can sort of understand that, you know. But IFBB, look, some of the state shows could have run.
Yeah, quite easily. Quite easily.
So.
You got-
Yeah, feel for the competitors getting ready. But the ICN is all go, and I actually got an email from the venue today saying the capacity limits have increased.
Even better.
Even better.
There you go.
So as long as we keep dodging bullets, and New South Wales and Victoria, ACT keep firing bullets at us, but we're dodging them.
Yep.
5 weeks to go.
5 weeks,
Oh,
yep.
jeebus. I do have a backup date though.
Good.
So I've locked in a backup date, but I don't want to use it. But if we have to, we will.
Yep.
But yep, keep going. So what, you had messages?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're prepping a few clients,
Yes,
didn't you?
yeah. And I got like, even some from IFBB just going, oh, well, you know, is ICN cancelled? I'm like, I don't know. No? I was like, no, I don't know. It's not.
No, it's not.
No.
No plans to cancel until I am told by the South Australian government to cancel.
Yep.
So what's the word?
Hell or high water?
Hell or high water, I
Yeah.
will run a show.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Darn tootin'.
Anyway, how do I get an Ex-Convenience sponsorship?
I don't know. Maybe.
That seems to be the big thing now.
What?
Look, I'm Ex-Convenience. I'm a coffee snob. I love coffee, and if your coffees are great and you give me free ones, I'll promote you.
Ex-Convenience is worth how much? Okay, I'm just going to say something. If you're sponsored by a company, you get paid. That's a sponsorship.
Yep.
Not have a free coffee.
Yep.
That's a charity.
No, that's you're an ambassador.
Yeah, there's a huge difference between
Yeah.
an ambassador and a sponsor.
It must be a hassle for some of these big name people. Like, it would be a hassle being sponsored.
Yes, well,
When you've got like all these multiple sponsors. Like, you follow Ryan Crowley, you know, the guy who destroyed his pec?
yes.
Do you
Yep.
see every post is like, swipe up, use Ryan 10, I love my beard products, check out Vantage Clothing.
It would be awful.
Oh, they've inbred it in my brain,
Yeah.
so it works. But yeah, it must be like, every day you must go, oh, I've got to promote these companies now.
Yeah, well, I know someone who doesn't do ads, and he gets emails, hundreds of emails a day, and he shows me all the sponsorship emails, and it's just you do one thing, but then they take control of you, so you sort of like got another boss again. Which sort of goes against the purpose of doing something you want for fun, and you still have a boss. I don't know. Ads are funny.
Yeah. Anyway.
Buy from Australian Muscle.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Australian muscle, let's have a quick look at. We haven't got too much in the new way.
No.
But we've got the Disorder. Mm-hmm. So the new Faction Labs Disorder flavour has come in. Now, I think this is just a limited edition flavour for now.
Yep.
But every flavour they've had so far that's been a limited edition has eventually become
A staple.
a staple.
Yeah.
Now, I think Disorders goals, from what I've heard, Faction Labs is to have, 10 disorder flavours. So that would be 9.
Yes, it would actually, yeah.
And then they're coming out with another one called brown sugar, aren't they?
Yes, that's 10.
That's 10.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's available.
Yeah, this
so
is-
it's a rainbow.
Rainbow Warrior bubblegum ice cream, and I'm thinking it's the you know the paddle pops.
Yeah.
They're
Now,
that.
we only got this yesterday, so we haven't had a chance to try it.
Nope.
So we can't tell you what the flavour is like. But we have got a couple of samples, and there's some samples at the shop if you want to try it. Come along and hurry up. For a limited time only, you get your little shaker.
Yep.
Now, what's the shaker say?
A little bit of hood, and a little bit of hippie.
Now, we spoke about disorder last time and Faction Labs products, that they've got this discrete number on everything.
Yep.
And they refer into either world events or something like that. Now, you looked up what number what?
Yeah.
85?
Number
And-
85.
And we sort of couldn't get any sort of connection until we saw the shaker.
Yeah, yeah. So number 85 is is based upon like self-love and numerology, where it says love yourself but do good to others, that sort of stuff. And I was like, well, what does that have to do with 85? And then I'm like, what does it mean? I'm like, oh, a little bit of hippie. So it's all about self-love, inner peace, love, and
There you go.
rock
So
and roll.
You got the connection.
Yep.
So that's available now, $69.95. It's 50 serves, so that still makes Disorder the best
Yeah,
value
yeah,
pre-workout
by
in terms
far.
of serves.
About
And-
$1.50 a serve.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
less.
no wonder we sell a lot of it. So available now in 9 flavours.
9 flavours.
Do we have all 9 flavours in stock? I think we do. If not, they're coming, or we might be out of one. I don't know.
I don't think we have brown sugar.
Hey?
Don't think we have brown sugar.
No, that's been released.
Ah.
So there's 8
Oh,
flavours
yes.
now. This is 9.
Yep. And brown sugar will be 10. Okay,
Yeah.
we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right, but
Cool.
this is available now. $69.95. AM review.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't read
Let's do a review on this because we have talked about this for a while.
Yes.
This is the new Max's The Gear Juiced. So
Juiced.
this is a replacement for their Gear, the Jacked.
Yep.
Which was in a capsule form, but due to the new regulatory systems put into place, it's very difficult for companies to make capsule products now. So they've gone to a powdered
Powder
formula.
form.
Yep.
You've been using this, Kumar.
I've been using this for the last week and a half.
Yep.
I just take one serve, which they do just say take one serve a day. I've just been taking it at night time before I go to bed.
Yep.
Now I've been using this flavour, which is the berry bomb.
And this here is the tropical haze.
Yep. Now, in terms of, well, every time I take a good test booster, I just feel great.
Yep.
And this is without exception. I just feel really good on it. I must admit, I did and started to get some pretty weird dreams.
Weird, vivid dreams.
Not just vivid dreams. And the weird thing is about them is that you sort of, you know how you have a dream and then you forget about it when
Yeah.
you wake up? You sort of wake up and go, wow, that was a really, and then it's gone.
Yep.
You know? And it's the same with this, but most mornings you wake up and go, wow, that was some pretty intense stuff. But not nightmares or anything.
No.
Or anything that disrupts your sleep. So at the moment, rating it. But like I said, I've only been using it just over a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, let's just go through some of the ingredients. Adrienne,
Yes.
go.
Okay, so the main base of this, they've gone back to old school D-aspartic acid at
Yep.
4 grams,
Now,
4,000 milligrams.
what's good about that is more than a clinical dose.
Yeah.
The problem with D-aspartic acid is that when it's in a capsule form, anything in a capsule form, you can't fit a lot into a capsule.
No.
Generally, 500 milligrams is your biggest capsule. Otherwise, it become a horse pill.
Yep.
Now, D-aspartic acid has been shown for it to be effective, you need 3,000 milligrams. of it.
Yeah, and the like people did use or like normal D-aspartic acid, but this sort of fell to the wayside because the taste by itself is absolutely horrid.
That's right.
So companies stopped using it because they would kill the taste, but somehow they've covered it up, which is awesome.
Well, I'll talk about taste in a minute.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, 4,000 milligrams is a really, really good dose of D-aspartic acid.
Yep. Then we got 400 milligrams of fenugreek extract and organic maca powder. Fenugreek is obviously from, that's shown to increase luteinizing hormone, the hormone that produces testosterone. Not adds extra, just helps you release your own, sort of like a floodgate. And maca is just a very, very powerful anti-inflammatory. It's also a very, very powerful polyphenol for gut health and also testosterone. and estrogen, like aromatization,
Yep.
is the way to put it. Ashwagandha, we know that's in everything now. So, you know, central nervous system stimulate, slow it down,
It
everything.
must be the most used herb.
Yeah.
It's in everything.
It's in everything now.
Everyone's put it in everything.
You got 100 milligrams of Tribulus terrestris and then 100 milligrams of laxagenin.
Yep.
But then you've also got a little vasodilation with L-citrulline, arginine, and betaine anhydrous. So I wonder why that's
could
put in there.
be that vasodilation complex could be the reasons for like middle of the night.
Yep, that would be it. That would be it.
Okay,
I was going to just say, I wasn't going to say that, but yes.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
we've got an estrogen suppressant blend of DIM or dimdolomethane and resveratrol. So DIM is a, best way to put it, it's an androgen, and it stops androgens in the body. So it sort of keeps everything balanced. You don't want to have one thing higher than the other, so just keep them in balance.
Good for keeping estrogen levels in balance.
And again, resveratrol is great for obviously suppressing estrogen to some degree, but more there for the what's the word I'm looking
It's
for?
a powerful antioxidant.
That's the one, antioxidant. Yeah. So it's protecting against free radicals and cell damage.
Resveratrol is a very, very good product. It should be in a lot of things, I think.
It's in red wine.
Yeah,
which is why doctors say it's so good to have red wine.
Yep. Yeah. Good for antioxidant properties. Exactly right. Now, taste. You're right. There's a lot of ingredients in here that are really hard to get them to cover and to taste good. But Max's has done a pretty good job. The berry bomb, I've been using it. Now, it tastes all right. But I think you will never get a product like that with this sort of ingredient base to taste fantastic.
No, and taste seems to be a big selling point for a lot of people these days.
Yes, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
You're not going to take this and go, oh my God, it's terrible and cringe. But some of these flavors, ingredients do come through the flavor as a little bit bitter.
Yep.
Now, this one here was tropical. So I haven't tried that one. So I can't compare. But this one here it's palatable. You can take it.
Yeah.
And but it's not something that I turn around and say it tastes fantastic.
Yeah, well, a lot of the old
no
school
product like this in a powder form with that sort of ingredient base will.
No, but like they've gone back to old school ways where the old school test boosters, like remember male fuel.
That's right.
That's liquid. That was like drinking dirt, but it worked.
So it's a 10-gram serve, which has to be because really half of it is
D-aspartic acid.
D-aspartic acid. So it's a 10-gram serve. There's 30 serves in there, $89.95, which was the same price as the old test booster, pretty well, and the same amount of serves. So that's available now. Like I said, 2 flavors, $89.95, available now online and in store, and we even got some here at the gym.
We do.
Yep. Yeah. Cool. There was another death in bodybuilding.
There was like 3.
Well, yeah. There was that wrestler guy too, wasn't he?
Oh, it was a few days ago.
Bodybuilder as well. Name escapes me. But Phil Hernan would be most probably one of the biggest ones in terms of an unfortunate demise. Phil was an IFB professional. He only competed once.
Yep.
But I watched a video. Someone put up a tribute video to Phil. When he won the US Nationals, he beat Dexter Jackson.
Oh.
This was right back in like 95 or something, mid-90s.
Yeah.
Even a very young-looking Dexter. And Phil destroyed him, even though Dexter looked great, This was just before Dexter himself went pro.
Yeah.
So, look, it's sad. And it seems to be such a big common occurrence.
It's becoming a lot more common now.
Yeah.
A lot more common.
Yep. Now, Phil had been sick for a while. He had kidney problems, etc. And I'm not sure if he had a transplant or he was waiting for one. And nothing's been said that was the cause of his death. But he has had some health issues. So it's sad. And condolences to Phil's family. And hopefully this stops.
Yeah, stops. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want my mum calling me up in the middle of the night. Another bodybuilder died. Are you okay? So, yes, I'm fine. It's happened before.
That's it. You got any questions?
No questions. No, but I do want to address something though.
Oh, right. You better move in a little bit.
Okay. So
because Adrian, Ari's already going to mostly say that.
me?
Yeah.
It's going to be you again. No, I want to talk about when people start a diet campaign or a regime to lose weight or gain weight, that sort of stuff. I speak to a lot of people now, and a lot of people are severely under eating before they even start a diet, or they start a diet at too low a start point. Like for instance, like let's say a female, let's say 60, 65, 70 kilos, wants to go on a weight loss regime, and she starts on 1,600 calories.
Yeah.
Does super well for the first, few weeks. But then all of a sudden, things stop. So she increases her output. And then having a few more weeks, drops in like 100 grams, not as much as she wants, and then she increases the output again. And then again. And then all of a sudden, you've got someone who's eating very little calories, 1,600. Let's keep that.
Well, 1,600 is low to start off with.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
We're going to keep that constant, that variable is the same. That's 1,600 start point. Yet you've increased your expenditure up to like 5 to 6 days a week training, 5 to 6 days a week doing cardio. That's on top of like your walking and that. So you're not sedentary in any way, shape or form. Yet you get to a point where you reach a ceiling of, I can't do anything else. I don't have any more time. I can't push myself any harder, so I'm going to drop my food.
That's right.
And then, okay, you get a little more of a weight drop, but it's not a lot, so you drop again. All of a sudden, your calories are so far down, let's say 1,400, and you're doing 6 sessions a week, you're doing 6 sets of 6 high-intensity interval training sessions a day or a week. My point is, you've got yourself between a rock and a hard place.
That's right.
You can't go up anymore, you can't go down anymore. And what's the first thing people do? They jump and go, screw it, I can't do it anymore, I'm just going to binge.
Yeah.
And then the weight comes back on with friends. Now, what I like to do is, what you want to start at is keep your output relatively low at the start for like 4 days a week of training. We train 4 days a week. Yeah. I train 5 days a week on, give or take, and I do a daily walk. That's all I do. But yet my calories are still fairly high. If I want to...
Your calories are stupidly high.
So my,
you're losing weight, which is getting to the point where you're going to make, I suppose.
Yeah, so I'm currently, use me as an example, I'm currently on 4,000 calories a day. That's averaging. I have high and low days. Normal day means today, high day means tomorrow. But tomorrow morning is my weigh-in. I weighed 94.5 last week. The week before that I was 97. And all I did was increase my expenditure by 2,000 steps a day. Yeah. From 12 to 14,000. But that's beside the point. Yep. That's another time. My point is, look at where you are, and first I would set my calories, and you want to do a pretty good. Don't estimate it being like go on one of those calorie calculator sites and just deduct 500 calories, but keep your training fairly consistent. 4 days a week, a walk a day. That's so much, and then only then when you stop dropping weight at your given calories, that's when you would either drop your calories or increase your output. Myself, I don't like to drop food. No. So I increase my output. So I go to 5 days a week.
I'm the same. I try to increase my output what I mean to say is I'd rather increase my output than drop my food.
Exactly it.
Dropping calories is the last resort.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one thing I notice, that people get stressed, they get sad, they get irritable, everything gets slow because they're starving. Yeah. So the best thing you can do is taper back your activity and bring your calories up slightly. Yeah. 300-400 calories. And you'll still lose weight if you're under that caloric expenditure, which you will be if you're doing that much activity. So yeah, that's a little hint. Yeah,
and look, touching on that, what do you think for an active female weight training, say 3 or 4 days a week, what sort of calories should they be? I know everyone's different, but let's just talk about a ball mark, because you hear these numbers are so low, but what do you think a healthy female should be like?
1,900, 2,000.
Yeah,
quite easily.
Really, 2,000 should be a
good starting point, because 2,000 is the recommended daily intake for adults. That's what the health people have set. Yeah. So I would try aim for that. Yeah. Don't be scared to eat. Eating is good.
And I think the problem is just that they drop their calories, right? Rather than you should teach yourself or your body to have more calories.
Yeah, you want to become...
and that's what you've done with yourself. You've got to the point where your calories are high. They are high. And
still dropping. It's still in a deficit, yes. Yeah. You want to become more metabolically active. Yeah. You want to increase your metabolic output rather than doing your caloric output, meaning you want to be able to burn more calories at rest. And the way you would do that is to slowly feed your body after time where, an adaptation occurs and your body wants to burn at a higher rate. Yeah. That doesn't take a week. That doesn't take 2 weeks. That takes months to years to do. Yeah. So when you start dieting, you can still cut back 500 calories, and I can be on 3,500 calories a day, and I'm eating less, but I'm still losing weight. Yeah. But I'm not struggling. I'm not suffering. Yeah.
Exactly right. I think the other thing people need to and I keep telling this to people at the shop. They come to us all the time. I need to lose weight. And I always tell everyone that, well, go to someone who'll teach you how to lose weight. Because you don't know how to do it yourself, because you're asking me, so you don't know how to do it. And I think, and people will look at me funny and just say, well, you know, if you're an athlete, you go get a coach to help you with this, and you get a coach to help you with that. You should get someone to help you with your nutrition if you can't. If you don't know what you're doing, if you don't know how to lose weight, go see someone like you, for instance, someone who can teach you how to implement nutrition to help you reach your goals. And I think that's one thing that people tend to, and when I say that to people, they always go, "Oh, how much is that going to cost?" And I sort of and I tell them that, well, how much is it going to cost you not knowing what you're doing, cost you losing muscle, cost you not making your gains, cost you in frustration? I think the small outlay you will lay to get a good nutrition coach, and not only a good nutrition coach, a good training coach, a good coach will help you reach your goals. The cost totally outweighs the frustration in you not reaching your goals.
And I feel like as a trainer, as a coach, I have to teach people. Like, I think it's my role not only to oversee training and, you know, help people with program and see how their food goes and teach them that. It's more about teaching them how to take these skills and apply them to their everyday life, because I'm not a life coach. You know, I'm not going to coach someone for life and make this better. I am doing what I need to do to help you live a more sustainable life. And that's all you need to do. I mean, once you've learnt the basics, you've got a skill you can use the rest of your life, and you'll never ever be put out.
That's right.
You'll know exactly what's going in, you know exactly what's going out, and you'll be great. You can always look the best you can. You can gain weight and lose weight at the drop of a hat. You just got to learn. You've just got to apply yourself. And if, let's say, $500 is your initial investment, you're going to learn a life skill that you could potentially use for the rest of your life.
That's right.
I think that's a damn good trade.
I think so too. One of the best investments I ever did was when I signed up with Recomp, and they taught me how to eat for weight training and nutrition. So, and that was at a late stage in my bodybuilding ventures.
Very late, actually.
So, looking back on it now, the frustration thing to me is that I never got someone to oversee something like that earlier.
Same. Looking back when I started.
And not only that, not nutrition. They taught me how to train. Gave me a totally different perspective and mindset to training, which helped me reach all of my other goals as well. But it's just frustrating that I didn't get onto that earlier when I was competing. Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
We're done?
We're done.
We're done. Thanks everyone for tuning in. As per normal, this episode is brought to you by Australian Muscle, and Australian Muscle the Gym, and Australian Muscle Online.
With free Australia-wide delivery.
Free Australia-wide delivery. I just want to thank everyone again for the tremendous support you've given Australian Muscle during these times. It's great. You know? Without that, I wouldn't have a job. I wouldn't be able to pay for my house. I wouldn't be able to pay for my cars.
Cars. I was like,
I still haven't got my new car.
Let's not get into that now. We can talk more off camera. It's still great. It's still good.
Fun times. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.